Imagine the aliens finally come to Earth on election day. They pull up at the closest polling place and they're like, all right, cool, where do we vote? There's a real nice lady at the front desk and she's like, I'm sorry, but you can't vote here. This election is for Earthlings only. But if you want, I can still give you a sticker. The alien obviously takes the sticker, but he's like, are you sure we can't vote here? The lady's like, no, this has nothing to do with you. Then the alien's like, so then why do you guys let men vote on abortion laws? Alright, welcome to Tate's Take. If you're new here, I do movie and TV reviews. Give you a little background, basically let you know if I think it's worth checking out or not. If that's something you're into, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for your boy. For my regular Tate's Takers, let's see what you can expect from Unpregnant. Yeah. Unpregnant is an HBOmax original movie written and directed by Rachel Lee Goldberg. Rachel's an up-and-coming director, so you may not have heard of her. She was discovered by Will Ferrell when she was directing comedy shorts for his website Funny or Die. And what's crazy about that is that she actually won a Daytime Emmy for producing the Obama episode of Between Two Ferns and Zach Galifianakis. Random. This movie was originally a book that was released in 2019 that was written by Ted Kaplan and Jenny Hendricks. Unpregnant, the movie, stars Haley Lou Richardson from Disney Channel Shake It Up. She was also in the movies Split and Columbus. Her co-star is Barbie Ferreira, which you guys should know as Kat from Euphoria. Alright, plot time. Unpregnant is the story of a high schooler from Missouri named Veronica Clark. Now, Veronica is like the classic movie high schooler. She hangs with the popular girls, she gets good grades, and her parents are super traditional and super religious. She has the boyfriend with the hair that looks really good pushed back, and she's pretty much ready to go to an Ivy League school next year, until she finds out she's pregnant. Eek. Veronica knows that having a baby is going to crush her chances of going to that Ivy League school, if her super religious parents don't crush her first. So she decides that she wants to get an abortion. The problem is, since she's only 17, she needs parental consent to get an abortion in Missouri. And obviously her parents are not about that life. She then finds out that the closest clinic that doesn't require parental consent is 900 miles away in Albuquerque, New Mexico, wherever that is. So we got 17-year-old Veronica with no money to fly to New Mexico, with no car to drive to New Mexico. She can't ask her parents because they'll condemn her. She can't ask her friends, the plastics, because they'll judge her. She can't ask her boyfriend because he wants her to keep it. She only has one place left to turn. Veronica has to ask Bailey, who used to be her best friend. Kind of like in Mean Girls where Regina George and Janice Ian used to be best friends, but they went down different paths. That's pretty much how Veronica and Bailey are.
I know we're not close anymore.
True.
And I'm the last person that you want to help.
Accurate.
But I need your help, and I don't have anywhere else to go.
Go where?
To get the thing, the procedure.
Bailey's shocked that Veronica would even ask her to do this because they ain't cool like that no more. But she agrees to take this ride for an old friend. So they get on the road to New Mexico before the weekend and try to make it there and back before school on Monday. Now we got a movie. So what's my take? Yeah, this movie is it. It came out of nowhere, but I got a rep for the home team HBOmax. There's so many classic road trip movies, like Road Trip, which, fun fact, the main dude from Road Trip, Breckin Meyer, is actually in this movie. That's Inception. You got Due Date, to like Tommy Boy, that's a classic. Then to, of course, the king of all road trip movies, a Goofy movie. So many classics, but this one adds a very unique element with the purpose of the trip being to get the secret abortion. The chemistry between the two leads is as good as I've seen in any buddy comedy in the last few years, similar to like Booksmart, but Booksmart was way funnier. Here in Unpregnant, you can tell that they have serious history and never really address why they fell out. Their performances here are worth the watch alone, but the obstacles that they face trying to get across the country are not only hilarious, but they serve as kind of like a symbolism as how hard it can be to actually get an abortion in this country. But Tate, what's so hard about getting an abortion? No, I gotta talk about the movie. Please? Ugh, fine. But I'm gonna make it quick. As I mentioned, this movie is based on a book, and the authors got the idea to write this book after hearing about a South Dakota law that would require a 72-hour waiting period before getting an abortion. Around that same time, Missouri, the state where the movie takes place in, was moving closer to becoming the only state without an abortion clinic. The most restrictive state on abortion is Alabama. Surprise, surprise. Which not only is down to just 3 abortion clinics in the whole state, but they also try to ban virtually all abortions and send doctors to prison for life for performing the procedure. Let me say that in a different way real quick because I don't think it registered. The lawmakers in Alabama want a doctor to face up to 99 years in prison for performing an abortion, even on rape victims, which would be the exact same sentence as the rapist. Other states have enacted controversial laws that restrict abortion. Georgia, Mississippi, and Ohio have passed heartbeat bills that prohibit abortions if a fetal heartbeat can be detected, which can occur as early as 6 weeks. And yes, Kevin, that's correct. Some women don't even know they're pregnant at 6 weeks. Yikes. Here's a look at the current map that shows how accessible or difficult it is to get an abortion in your state. But damn, something about this map just looks so familiar. I just can't put my finger on. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. The last thing that I'll say here is that a lot of the whole pro-life movement has shifted its focus to saying that abortions are a health risk, and they're really just concerned about the safety of the woman. And if people believe that abortions really aren't safe, of course they're going to support these initiatives that make it harder to get abortions. But that's where the fact checkers come in, because most abortions don't even require surgery. In fact, you're actually 40 times more likely to die getting a colonoscopy than getting an abortion. Even getting your wisdom teeth taken out is more dangerous. So yes, I too am a survivor. Ow. Anyway, the point is, all that shit is crazy. And I bet most people don't even know what goes down at these abortion clinics. And that's part of the problem. We've completely stigmatized abortions and refuse to talk about it like it's some wild taboo topic. Are y'all taking a shot every time I say abortion? That's what the creators of the film wanted to address. We should be talking about these things. When it comes to the abortion debate, the movies usually focus on the question of whether or not to stay pregnant, when in reality, sometimes it's not a debate at all. What I liked about Unpregnant, unlike other movies where abortion comes up, it wasn't the typical, should I keep this kid or not? It was, I need to get an abortion, I need to figure out how to do this. Wait, why is it so hard to do this? People have been critical of HBO for making a movie about a road trip to get an abortion. Someone even said, what's next? A movie about a kid going to commit suicide? But you know what's crazy about suicide and abortion? They both happen in real life. In fact, the American Journal of Public Health reported that 1 in 4 women will get an abortion before the age of 45. So to you, dude on the internet, it's happening. And believe it or not, when things happen, people tend to make movies about them. I'm gonna give Unpregnant 4 stars. In a world of reboots and sequels, here we get an original idea, but also one that's super relevant. It's not about making another political stance, but more so about addressing something that women have to actually deal with. I wonder what men would really do if the roles were reversed and a bunch of women were voting on what we could and couldn't do with our bodies. Hopefully the movie causes more people to have the conversation and educate themselves on the abortion laws in their state. It's available right now on HBOmax, and I encourage everyone to check it out. As always, thanks for checking out Tate's Take. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like and that subscribe button. In the comments, let me know your favorite road trip movie. Even though I got a feeling might be some other kind of comments in there, but let's do it. Thanks for the time, y'all. Peace.